do, baby boo? We are back with another episode of 15 Minutes at the Red Dot. It is your girl, Miss Kayla Ashay, and I'm here with the amazing J-Rock? Just Rock?
Just Rock.
Just Rock.
Yes.
One more time. I am here with the amazing Just Rock. Girl, oh my goodness. First off, I was over here talking to her beforehand. I was like, why are you BTS when you should be in front of the BS? Just kidding. Dude, of course, every episode we have nothing but amazing people coming up in the studio. And my love, can you please, if the world don't know, let them know today. Can you just tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I've been doing freelance photography for over 10 years.
Oh my gosh.
I shoot mainly hip hop artists.
Oh.
I started with a Compton artist, Problem. He literally put me on. And I would follow people around with my camera, basically.
Really?
Yeah, so I always had it on me. I made the most of every opportunity. And I was very fortunate to start shooting during a time when LA started bubbling a lot. So you had Problem, Dom Kennedy, TDE.
That was all you?
Everyone was doing it around the same time. So I picked up my camera and just was going with it. And so it was just a very important time for Los Angeles hip hop. Like, we kind of re-submerged into hip hop.
Yeah.
And I was definitely one of the people that was shooting during that time.
That is so freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Like I kind of have a little bit of photography experience, but girl, you've worked with some people.
It was all destiny.
Come on.
Because I had no photography experience.
No photography experience.
I literally got my camera like 5 days before I met Problem. And he was like, you got a camera? I was like, yeah. He was like, you're a photographer? I was like, yep, sure am.
It was like that?
It was just like that.
You know why? Because she's beautiful.
No, I'm just saying. No. Yes. No, I just saw the opportunity. I knew what I wanted to do. We talked about it.
Right.
Me and my friend that helped me start it, CC. And I was like, well, I'm not going to miss out on the opportunity. I'm going to make the most of it. If I'm fraud, I'm fraud. But it ended up not being like that. I ended up being really good at it.
So you're all this experienced, you got all the knowledge, and you didn't even need to go to school for it?
No, because I'm black. I'm black.
I like that.
I'm black.
Period.
No.
Period. All we gotta do is go on the tube and that's it. Cause that's what I do. I'm like, oh, what do I need? Okay, YouTube. Alright, for sure.
YouTube University. Look.
Girl. Can you please tell us a little bit about some of the people that you've worked with?
Well, I've shot, like I said, Problem. Recent artists, D Smoke.
I seen that.
Yeah.
And Inglewood, sir, and his wife, and they just had a baby. Congratulations! That was so cute. I saw that. I was like, oh my god.
They did.
That's
She's
such
amazing.
a beautiful moment to like be able to be there and experience.
Yeah.
And for a whole family that's blossoming, and to be able to like be there.
Yeah.
And capture those moments. I feel like as a, I'm not gonna say a photographer myself because I ain't nowhere like you, girl. But I'm just saying. That is just a beautiful moment. Like, I've been there and I'm like, capturing the moments. And I'm like, this is so beautiful because pictures are worth 1,000 words.
They're everything.
And yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's literally like all we have at the end of the day. All you have is like a photograph of something. So yeah,
Yes.
That family is super talented.
Oh, yeah, they
I feel very blessed again.
Come
Don't
on.
sleep on DMs. I only know D Smoke because of DMs. So don't
Really?
sleep on DMs.
Wait a minute. He slid into your DMs?
No.
Okay.
I slid into his.
You slid into...
I slide into everyone's DMs. I'll be like, yo, I want to work with you. But with him, it was like, I would be honored to work with you. Like, can I?
Humble.
This was like right around the time, like right after he won. Like right after.
Really?
Yeah, and it aired and everything. And he like responded. And I was like, shut up. This isn't life.
Right.
And he did. Yeah. So him, I met that way. Sir, I met going to a concert.
Oh.
And me and his wife actually had a conversation. We just connected and we were just like super cool. So yeah, that's how
so beautiful.
I just always talk to everyone. I always make the most out of most like opportunities. If there's people around I want to talk to, I talk to them.
Dude, you're awesome.
Thank you.
Like I've always just tried to figure out like on my own, like, okay, what's the next step? How do I keep going forward? But like, it just seemed like God was really on your side when it came down to, okay, I'm going to do this and now I'm doing that and I'm working with this person. And it just kept escalating for you. Just like, girl, you are very blessed child. Come on now. I'm with it. I'm like, I'm trying to learn something. Can you school me on something real quick? Like, what do I need to know?
I just tell everyone, like, stay super humble.
Yeah.
Because I shoot everyone from, like, up-and-coming artists, like, no one really knows you, to people who kind of have a buzz in the city or whatever the case may be. Like, G. Perico, when I started shooting him, I think he only had 14,000 followers. O3 Greedo, I think, had 10,000 followers.
Do you hear this?
It's kind of like everyone kind of, like, bubbled after like I shot them. My friend always tells me like I'm like a lucky charm. Like if they haven't shot with you, then they don't.
But even with that said, she said they only had 10K. They only had like 15K.
I mean, that's not a lot.
That's not a lot. What about our 1Kers?
It depends. If I see something, like if I see something, because I love hip hop. I love hip hop. So if I listen to your music, like somebody tries to put me on your music and I see something special in you, I'll shoot you. Like you don't have to be famous or even on your road to be famous. But if I see something in you, I'll work with you. If I feel like you have something special, I see something in you, or I see you as a muse. So now I'm like, there's certain people that I work with that I'm like, I just like how my camera and like I like how we interact. So you don't need to ever be famous. Like I got a homeboy in Miami. I just like how he looks. I shoot him because I just like how he looks.
Really?
Yeah. My friend, like recently I've been working with an artist named Slumlord Trill. And for me, I knew that he had a buzz like in the city. Like he had a big buzz in the city. Yeah. But like his skin tone, he's like this rich skin tone, but it's super smooth. So like for me, it's just like, I love shooting you. I just like how it looks. Like my homegirl Killer B, she's just like really like the appeal of her face in the camera.
No, I really get what you're saying because I've done a little bit of things myself, and I'm just like, some people are really great behind the camera, not behind the camera, but in front of the camera. Like, oh, you picture damn well.
Yeah, like
and no
photogenic.
matter what I do, like every single one of my photos are gonna look right because of you.
Yeah.
Hey, you the muse.
Yeah.
For damn sure.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. Have you ever thought about just, let me just bring it all in, all on me. Let me just put the shine on myself.
I have, but I only like how my photos turn out of me. I hate how everyone else.
Okay, wait, explain that. So, do you have like a little timer, a little, what is that, the shutter button?
So, you can set, like, Sony has a bunch of like settings and stuff like that. So, you can set up your camera.
So, you use Sony?
Yeah.
Okay,
I love Sony.
Canon. So, I need to upgrade and do Sony.
I love Sony because it's just, it reacts really fast. But then I also learned from Nikon. So, Nikon, the settings are on the same side. I think Canon is the opposite. So, it feels opposite to me. So, I've just never been big on that.
Okay.
But I personally just, you can set up the little mirrorless camera, the little Sony. There's an app on your phone, and you just set it up for application. And then, you can snap your own photos from your phone, basically. So, like, I'll hide my phone, and then I'll snap my pictures. You can put your self-timer on. But no, every time someone takes a photo of me, I don't like how it turns out, so.
Really? No, honestly, I kind of feel the same way. I'm like, y'all don't know my angles by now? Like, what are you talking about?
The dimple is on this side. Like, what you doing?
Over here, darling. What are you doing?
No, but I'm not that person. I like capturing the moment.
Yeah.
So being in front of the camera is not like really my thing. I want to capture the moment. I've been in the room sometimes and it's been epic. And it doesn't have anything to do with me. I'm just a fly on the wall.
Like, you hear you in the building. I'm going to capture that.
Yeah.
So tell me, how was it like your first experience behind the camera?
My first experience behind the camera? Oh, God.
Tell me, child.
I'm trying to think. Probably with Prob. with Problem. Yeah.
It was with Problem. So
Yeah.
did you get your camera for him?
No.
You just bought it?
No,
and
we
you
had
were
already
like,
had it. Yeah, like me and my friend had already discussed that we were going to buy a camera and we were going to start shooting artists.
Yeah.
Because we were always around them anyways. Like somehow we would just always be in the room. And she was like, well, we got to figure out a way for us to like be in the room and make sense. I don't want to be in the room and just be in the room. That's not... We got to do something. Engineers, somebody do something.
Exactly.
So I was like, well, I'm going to buy my camera. And she bought like a little bloggy. That was what they called them back then. It was like this little thing. Yes.
Wait, is it like a GoPro of today's world?
Yes, exactly. It looked like a cell phone.
She said a bloggy. I don't even know what that is.
Right, exactly, because it came so quick and then it was gone just as fast. Like our phones started having video. So we were like, we don't need this anymore. But yeah, so she got that, and then I met him, and then we were like, all right, I'm gonna set up a photo shoot for you. I didn't know what I was doing. I started reaching out to like clothing brands that I knew kind of were like out at the time, and I was like, "Yo, I'm working with Problem. Send me some clothes." And they were like, "All right." So they sent us clothes. So I'm telling Cece like,
his name.
"This is coming together. This is good. He's gonna believe we pulled this whole thing off." So we went to his apartment.
Yeah.
We set up a whole photo shoot. We had lights and everything, and we snapped the photo. I have a video of it, and it's 10 years old now or 11 years old now. And he's like, "Nah, it's cool, man. We made it do with it." Like he was always just very go with it, go with the flow. Like if we didn't have it, we were gonna make it work, whatever it was gonna be.
Right.
He knew I was like young and I didn't know what I was doing, but he didn't care.
He was getting... Wait, at that time, were you charging him?
No.
Exactly. So he was getting pictures for free. He did not
But this wasn't even Instagram time yet. We were all still on Twitter.
Oh.
Yeah, so we were posting our photos literally to Twitter.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Blessings to you.
Different time.
Seriously, but to come so far.
Yeah.
And now you're here.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm jealous. Is she pretty? Okay, so can you please tell me about maybe a person that you worked with, celebrity, and it was just like it was an experience, and when I say experience, it was like, oh girl.
Is there anyone? You know what? I can honestly say.
Can you drop names?
I mean, yeah, because I know the artist.
We gonna get this tea.
I know the artist.
Okay.
So I'm not one of those people that has to deal with like A&Rs or managers or like I usually have these people's numbers. So like it's not like
she
that.
Direct.
No, it's just like, you know, like, yo, I said this. Nah, but no, for the most part, everybody's like super cool.
Really?
Everybody's super cool.
You've never had a problem with anybody?
A problem like with an artist? Nah,
yeah, not even Problem himself.
Nah, that's a different situation. That's a different situation. No, that's no. Me and him. Okay, so with me and him, he's like one of those people. He's one of the very few people who can tell me the real. So I always kept a job, even though I was doing photography. I always had a 9 to 5, and then I also had like a night job. So he would call me and be like, Tips, like, what are you doing? Like, you need to jump off the porch. You need to be doing photography full time, blah, blah, blah. Like, what are you doing?
Right.
And I was like, well, I got to pay my bills. I'm not trying to be broke because I know a lot of photographers out here aren't really eating like that. I didn't have my mom and dad to be able to, like, go home if stuff wasn't working out. So I always kept a job, and he would call me, like, out the blue and cuss me out and hang up the phone. Then he'll be like, you know I love you. I'm saying it because I love you. So that's, like, my friend. Like, I know him for real.
Is he, like Big Brother type of thing?
It's not Big Brother, but definitely family.
Definitely family.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely family. But no problems. No, he's probably the most difficult person I've ever dealt with because me and him will butt heads.
The first and the one and only.
Man, he taught me a lot. He taught me a lot. He taught me about like compartmentalizing, getting the job done, even when you feel away. Just you fight through it, you push through it, you make a way out of no way. Like I watched him struggle. I was with him through a lot of stuff. Like we was all like, I don't know if he wants me to say, we was all broke together. So with him, it's just like I watched him go through a lot of stuff, and we would talk to each other. We all got game from each other, and it was just like a special time. It was meant to be. It was destined, but it wasn't always easy. And yeah, he would call me, and I would cry. Like I would be so hurt because he would tell me the truth, and you know, when someone's telling you the truth, sometimes it's not very easy. It's like it's hard.
Tough love. I mean, that's necessary.
Yeah, but every other artist, nah. I always have really good experiences. Everyone's always really nice to me. Yeah,
I mean, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, because tell me I'm a girl. There's some people out here who have some stories.
Yeah.
So I'm just glad that you're not the one.
No, as a woman, I think it's all in how you carry yourself. And so I've never had any issues. I feel like people just know not to test me in certain ways.
Yeah, I felt your energy when I saw you. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, she ain't the one to mess with. I'm just saying.
I'm sweet, but at the same time, I'm just like, you know, I don't know. I just think people aren't crazy or anything. Like, nah, it's not that.
Are you first sour than sweet?
No. I think I'm sweet, but I could be sour.
Oh,
yeah.
You don't want to
yeah. I was like, don't make me come out my character, man. Like, come on.
I'm too pretty for this, right? So please tell me, what are some of your highlights in your photography career? Like, what are some of the moments, people that you've worked with that you would say was just like, like I would love to work with that person again.
Again. Well, some of the moments definitely was Kendrick, but I met Kendrick early. Like, he was like not the icon that he is today, but I remember when we met him, it was like, oh my God, it's him. And this was like before the Homies was out. It wasn't even like big.
This is before the phase.
This before albums. Like, we were fans like early. So like when I met him, I was like, oh my God, he's in the room.
So you OG.
Look, I'm trying to tell you, like, we was on LimeWire downloading everything.
Wait, she said LimeWire.
Yes.
I haven't heard that in so long.
Look, because I love hip hop. I love what we do. So I'm big on like music and stuff. And during the time, me and all my friends we were just on it. So anything that was coming out that was new, we were listening to it. Cece was like, you got to listen to it. She literally came to my house from Covina. I was living in Long Beach. And we sit in the car and she was like, she pressed play on For the Homies. And that's all we listened to for like, I don't know how long. And then he dropped like his project and we were like, okay, this is cool. And then we ended up like at the studio that they had in Carson, and we were there, and I was like, oh my God, we're here. This is amazing.
Oh,
yeah. So him, I would love to work with again, but I didn't work with him like that. Like, I just shot a photo of him. I shot a photo and I was like, that's cool. He knows my name. He knew it back then. I don't know if he still knows it, but I was like, yeah, he knows my name.
Look at you, he knows it. So that's what I'm saying. But tell me, as far as, because, you know, Instagram done take over the damn world. So can you, like, tell me, how did that have a change or effect to your career? As far as, like, making money or whatnot, booking clients. Was it positive or was it a negative?
For me, it was super positive. In the beginning, I struggled. I didn't really use it like the way I was supposed to use it. I would post like a lot more personal stuff. And then I was like, oh no, but you have like an archive. Like, you have to kind of like.
Right. It's my office at this point.
Exactly. Yeah. So when I shifted my energy and like really started honing in on everything, like it became everything. And I tell people like, Instagram is a free medium. It's not one of those things where you have to pay for it to like be popping or anything like that. No, like, if your content is dope, people are going to find you.
Exactly.
So I tell people like, utilize your Instagram, slide in those DMs. I haven't got a no. I've had people try to sleep on me, try to leave me on scene, but then somehow they come around and it works out.
You've never had a no?
No, not on no. Like, when I'm like, I want to work with you, it's never been like, nah, that's not gonna happen. No,
really,
never. No.
That's because your freaking press kit is to die for.
It's nice. I don't realize it until I'm like, because you know, you always have those moments where you kind of like look at other people's work and you're like, oh, I wish I could be working with it. It's like, nah, but I'm me. Like, I'm me. So
you gotta own it.
Yeah. So I've never gotten a no.
Wow.
Not a flat out no. No, absolutely not.
Oh my God.
People either don't respond. If anything, it's like, I'm not gonna respond. But for the most part, it's always like they respond as like a yes. Like, most of my opportunities come from Instagram.
Wow.
So don't sleep on Instagram. Don't
Come
do
on,
it.
Use your social media.
Yes.
Okay, if you are who you are and you've worked with the people that you've worked with, do what you gotta do.
Or just trust what you do.
Yes. Period. So outside of you shooting all of these celebrities because you can't go anywhere else, I feel like I just hear you just pop in. I'm just saying, like, I'm like, can you just rub some girl? Who you know? Outside of shooting celebrities, who do you love, or what do you love to take photography on or about?
I want to say kids.
kids.
But I like to shoot kids when they're like not happy. Like when they're like straight faced. Like when they're straight faced.
Did you see my face?
No, like, cause I always think like editorial. I don't think like I want the bubbly photos.
They were crying. Give me a bottle.
No, I always think about like Gordon Parks and like the civil rights movement. Certain photos like natural. I'm always big on like the natural elements. Like, what are you doing right now? Mm-hmm. So most of the time, like kids aren't running around happy all the time. Like sometimes they're serious.
And
sometimes they're crying. Yeah. So kids will surprise you.
They getting through life too. Yeah. I'm just saying.
It's so hard being a kid.
Come on now.
It's really not.
Especially nowadays.
No.
We all grown.
I want to be a kid again. But yeah, no, probably kids.
Yeah. Okay, that's cute. Yeah. I need to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Send me all that. So, okay. Tell me about your brand, Just Rock.
Oh, well, that started because of Just Be Cool. So I don't know. I'm old. So like I said, I've been shooting for like 10 years.
Just Be Cool. She been cool. What you talking about?
No, but Dom Kennedy used to have Just Be
God.
Cool.
Go ahead. Keep dropping them names.
His shooters. We would go to the Roxy or we would go all these places and we'd always see the same people. Now they've moved on, like the brothers that were wearing Just Be Cool all the time, they've moved on. They like work for Adidas and they have the brand supervision and they do a bunch of other stuff. Mm-hmm. And I've watched them like grow too, but every time I see them out, they would be wearing Just Be Cool. I never saw them out not in a hoodie or a crew neck or something. Yeah. So me and Cece were like, well, we're Just Rock. Mm-hmm. I don't want people to see us and we're not wearing our brand. Like, we at least want them to know us for that. We didn't want to be known for being like cute girls and all that because there's so many cute. We live in LA. Right. There's cute girls everywhere. I didn't want to be forgettable. So we were tomboys. We wanted to wear our crew necks and our hoodies. And so we started wearing Just Rock. We started wearing our name across our chest. Mm-hmm. And like, it was one of those things that just stuck. Like, All-Star Weekend, we're in the club, but we're wearing 11s and crew necks. Ooh. And we were the only ones doing it.
Fly.
So it started with that. And then people would always be like, well, I need one. I need a crew neck. I need a shirt. I need a whatever. So we started building with that.
Girl, you're beautiful. Yeah. That is so flippin' beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. But can you please, really quick, before I get into the rapids, can you tell us, where can we find you on social media?
It is @ Just Rock. And that is it. It's just that simple. Yeah.
That's it. Listen, she's so cool. That's it. Just _ Just Rock. Girl, okay. Real quick.
Okay.
Real quick. One last thing. Can you please tell us your latest project?
My latest project? Probably my coffee table book.
Your coffee table book?
Yeah, it's out.
A book?
Yeah.
A book. She has a book.
Yeah. It's a coffee table book.
I need to level up. I'm like jealous over here.
No, Google, man. Google.
Google.
Look, people give me information, then I give the information that I got. So basically, because Instagram exists, we can't really own our photos the same way that we used to. So because I take so many like celebrity photos, people can take them and use them for blogs, websites, t-shirts. Urban Outfitters can steal your image and put it on a shirt. So I was big on protecting my intellectual property. Yep. So I had a friend that was like, well, you have to get an ISCPN or something like that. And basically it just protects you, like it's your photo. You produced it. So he was just big on that. And he was like, well, you need a book. You should just put out a book. And he sent me a website. So I used blurb.com to like produce my book. And because I have the barcode on the back, all the images in the book basically protect my work. Wow. So when I made the book, I just did it because I was like, well, these is my photos. There's proof of it. I got the code. But then people were like, nah, but I want one. And I was like, all right, I got to put it out. So then it took time to like really do it the way I wanted to do it, really own all the photos and all that stuff. And so that's how I got to be.
You're amazing. I'm just saying, goals. We're going to have to tap in after this interview because I have so many questions for you, but you know, it's only 15 minutes on the red dot. So like, listen, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Seriously, in front of the cameras more often. Aww. And we are concluding this episode of 15 Minutes on the Red Dot. It is your girl, Miss Kayla Shea, Instagram. at KAAYASHAY. Shout out to your Instagram one more time, baby girl.
_just_rock.
As simple as that. Thank you guys for tuning in. It is a wrap.